Y'all know I'm nasty on the sticks. Y'all know I'm nasty at 2K. So they had to send us the PlayStation PG5s. Y'all already know. And listen, if you want that work, holla at me after this episode. Special delivery. Let's do it. What's good, family? It's your boy Sykes, and you are looking live at another episode of Special Delivery. You see, we got the PlayStation controller on tap today, but we not running no 2K. Although, if you want that work, holla at me. I got you. But today, right here, right now, we unboxing kicks. We taking a look at Nike's latest with Paul George, the PlayStation PG5. And this shoe is right on brand for both Paul George and Nike. Nike and Sony have a long history of collaborations dating back to 2006, and there were a couple Paul George collaborations in between that time and now. But this is one of the more detailed looks that we're getting at a Nike and PlayStation shoe. And that's because Sony actually gave Nike a little bit of a scoop on what the PlayStation 5 might have looked like before anybody else had actually seen it. We gonna talk about that story, but first, let's unbox these joints. All right, let's see what these joints is hitting on. Ooh, okay. Okay, details, y'all. Like the details on these things. All right, so look at this controller, right? And then look at this shoe. Look at this controller, and then look at this shoe. You can tell just by looking at it that this shoe was not only built off the design of the PlayStation 5, but also the design of this controller. You obviously have your PlayStation colors all over this joint, from the whites on the body to the black on the tongue, and then the blue trim just all over the rest of the shoe. And then you even got your PlayStation logo right here on the tongue. Then even on this midsole plate right here, you have that PlayStation 5 logo. But the part that really tripped me out about these things though is this pattern on this heel area, and then on this piece right here. Like, okay, so on your PlayStation 5 controller, on the back, there's actually a pattern. You can't really see it, but you can feel it. It's a little bit rigid. There's a pattern, and it's actually these buttons right here. It's the triangle, circle, box, and X, right? And then you go to this shoe, that same pattern is all over this thing. That's just amazing attention to detail that I think any sneakerhead should be able to appreciate. But it's only made possible because, like I said before, Sony gave Nike a little bit of an ice cream scoop on what the PlayStation 5 might have looked like before anybody else has seen it. This is just an incredible story. And you know what that is? That's a segue. It's story time. Let's talk about it. So it's not a coincidence that this shoe is so detailed. Sony was extremely proud of the PlayStation 5's design, so much so that they were calling it things like future-facing months ahead of its anticipated release date. And so they really wanted Nike and Tony Hartman, the designer of the PG5, to really nail this PlayStation collab. So to help them out with that, they allowed them to consult with the dude who actually created the PlayStation. They talked to Sony's senior art director, Eugene Morisawa. But there was one big problem. They couldn't actually all be in the same room together. Because of the pandemic, all the consulting had to be done via video call. And in a story with Input Magazine, Morisawa talked about how difficult that made the process. He couldn't get the finest details of the PlayStation 5 across to Hartman via video call. It was too difficult. And he couldn't actually send him an entire system because the system wasn't out yet. But he figured out what he could do. So get this, he clips off a piece of the PlayStation 5's controller, puts it in a box, and ships it over to Nike and Hartman to have them build their design from that. And that's just wild to me. And this is where the history between Sony and Nike come into play. Again, they have a history dating back to 2006. There's already a trust and rapport there between these two brands. And without that trust and rapport, Morisawa isn't able to send Hartman and Nike a piece of not only any IP, but the PlayStation 5, a system that people have been waiting years just to see a leak of. He was willing to send that over to them because they trusted them so much. And without that trust, we probably don't get this shoe right here. But clearly, it all worked out. Here's the PlayStation PG5 sitting before you on special delivery. And I gotta say, I feel like they really did their thing with this one, so it all worked out. All right, family, y'all know what it is. It's brass tacks time. We got to talk about who these shoes are really for and how they fit into sneaker culture. And as always, we gonna start with that price tag. Now, these are $120, which is actually the cheapest signature Nike basketball shoe that you're gonna get. So if you really want a signature shoe, but you don't want to drop a lot of bread, then this is the one that you're gonna want to go for. The other thing is that these are gonna be pretty easy to get. They're definitely gonna be easier to get than the PS5, I'll tell you that. So there's that. But as far as a shoe to run basketball in, if you want a high quality basketball run, if you want something that you can wear over and over and over again, you're gonna get a lot of run out of, then this probably isn't the run for you. This joint right here is pretty sleek, it's pretty good, but it's also not made of the most quality materials that Nike has to offer. So if you're looking for something more advanced, then you should maybe go with something like a Kyrie or a KD. But as far as design goes, these joints are pretty nice. And I gotta say, if you're a gamer nerd like me and you really love PlayStation, then this is definitely something that you're probably gonna wanna cop, especially if you got the other two PG PlayStation collabs. Why not just finish it off and get the last Infinity Stone, right? But anyway, fam, this is a wrap for us. This has been Special Delivery. I'm your boy Sykes, and this is Nike's PlayStation PG5. We'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace. Thank you so much for watching this latest episode of Special Delivery. Make sure you like and subscribe to see future episodes of Special Delivery. And in the comments section, let us know what your favorite gaming system was growing up. For me, it might have been the GameCube. For you, it might have been the Dreamcast. Maybe it was the PS2. I don't know, but let us know something in the comments. And while you're there, make sure you check out this video right here, or maybe check out this playlist right here to see what else we got.